Hello, everyone. Today I have a special lesson prepared. Today I'm going to talk about African American Vernacular English, otherwise known as Ebonics, Ebony Phonics, or Black Vernacular English, abbreviated as BVE or AAVE. Right. I won't be able to share every term that exists because there are many, but I'll be sharing some for terms and phrases. Important things to know. AAVE is not spoken by all African Americans or Black people. Some people can code switch and speak both AAVE and Standard American English. Some people who are not African American or Black do speak AAVE. Taboos and controversy. AAVE has been considered unprofessional and an uneducated form of speaking and is looked down upon by some people as inferior. Some people consider it to be broken or incorrect English. AAVE is a dialect of English, and while it may not follow standard American English grammatical format, it has its own grammatical rules and format. Societal thoughts. It is important never to assume that just because someone is African American or Black, that they only speak or know how to speak AAVE. Many African American and Black families have been taught how to speak standard American English only, but are often ostracized for it by their peers for talking in a way that is uppity or bougie, white, or articulate, and those terms are used as an insult. There is an existing belief that Black people do not know how to speak English correctly, and that only white people do, but that is false. My thoughts. While I do believe that AAVE is not a lesser form of English, for the sake of proper communication, I believe in the use of code switching for professional environments. I also believe that when talking to peers, AAVE is appropriate if that is the dialect your friends speak. I acknowledge that there are other people who are outside the African American and Black community that grow up in environments where they too speak AAVE. While I am understanding of those cases, I am wary and annoyed by AAVE becoming appropriated into the mainstream speech and spoken incorrectly or used to mock African Americans or Black people into a stereotypical caricature. So, how did AAVE develop? During slavery, the enslaved Africans were not allowed to learn how to read or write standard American English. AAVE is an adjustment to an attempt at learning English as well as a combination of a Creole tongue, a mix of their own language's grammar and sounds mixed with standard American English. Variations. AAVE varies from region to region and era to era. No one says jive turkey anymore. That's from the 70s era. AAVE also differs if someone is from the South, DC, New York, or Atlanta. Age matters too. The AAVE that was used when I was a teenager is different than what is used today by Generation Z versus millennials. Struggles. Unfortunately, because of the taboo of speaking AAVE, some students struggle in school grammatically or are misunderstood by their teachers and peers linguistically. In the workplace, people who speak AAVE may not be hired. Some people call AAVE broken English, bad English, or Black English, but these terms are inappropriate and incorrect. So, let's go over some shortened words and phrases. What's up is what's up. What is up? Or you can shorten it to something even shorter and just say sup. That's it. That's it. Gonna, going to. Gone, going to. Wanna, want to. Want, wanna or want to. What you, what do you finna, fitting to, fixing to, fixing to. What you want? What do you want? Don't you? Don't you? Did you? Did you? This, this, that. Oops, I made a mistake. That is supposed to be under this. I wrote those by accident. Sorry. These, these, those. Pronouns. I, I, ya, you, e, he, she, she, y'all, you all, they. Oh, sorry. Direct object pronouns. Him, her, them, they, cuz, because, ax, ask. Grammar rules. Those last two were not direct object pronouns. I just forgot to separate them. Sorry. So, a lot of times in AAVE, ing is turned into just in, and the G is dropped. So talking becomes talking. Laughing becomes laughing. Working becomes working. Dancing becomes dancing. Fighting becomes fighting. Loving becomes loving. Writing becomes writing. Hitting becomes hitting. Also, ER becomes A. Butter becomes butter. Singer becomes singer. Lover becomes lover. Brother becomes brother. Mother becomes mother. Sister becomes sister. Father becomes father. Also, there's a phenomenon where sometimes people add S's to words. There are other examples besides this one, but some people say, like, the book is mine's instead of just mine. They'll add an S and say, the book is mine's. That's mine's. That's mine's. Or that is mine. There's also a phenomenon where T's are dropped. So project becomes project. Respect becomes respect. Put some respect on my name. Protect becomes protect. Neglect becomes neglect. There are also cases where R's are dropped. So for becomes pho. For me, for you. Floor becomes flow. More becomes mo. Door becomes dough. Slang terms. For real, for real. For sure, for sure. Sure enough, sure enough. Enough said, enough said. Scrapping is fighting. Beefing is also fighting and having a conflict. Hit me up, call me, contact me. Hit on, flirt. Bout it, which is one of my favorite AAVE terms, is to be sincere and authentic, to really be bout it. Are you bout it? Be bout it, you know, and so it's just being about like a cause or something important, something that you really care about, that you're real with it. I don't like that. I don't like that. So I don't becomes I don't. I don't like that. Yes. Is yes. This is said in the case of like somebody has done something impressive, something that like someone's performing and they're doing a fantastic job, or someone's walking down a runway, a model is, you know, just doing their thing and totally slaying the runway. So it's yes. And there's usually a hand movement attached to it, which is like you make a Z with your hands. So it's like boom, boom, Boom. You can't really see a whole lot in the camera, but it's a Z with your fingers like this. Sis, sister, sus, suspect. Spill the tea, tell me the gossip. Basic, boring, plain, stupid, simple. Straight up, this is truthfully or honestly. Tell me straight up. I'm asking you to tell me the truth. Straight, good, or together. So if I ask someone, you straight? You good? That's what I'm asking. Are you together? Or even if we're like, I don't know, trying to get ready to go somewhere, I say, you straight? I'm asking, like, are you ready? Or do you have your stuff together? We need to go. On fleek, perfectly done, exactly right. AKA eyebrows on fleek. Your eyebrows look stunning and perfect. Yeet! Expresses excitement, approval, or surprise. Yeet has been used in many different contexts. It's a Gen Z term. It's not something that existed when I was a teenager, so I don't really know how to use yeet, but I think it's a hilarious word. Snatched for the gods! So snatched for the gods or snatched to the gods is usually in reference to like hair, like if your hair is done and laid and straight and it looks really, really nice, or you could have a wig on or something that looks that way. But snatched for the gods is like you look fabulous, very attractive. Fine is fine, sexy, or very attractive. So it's not fine, even though it comes from fine. It's fine. Ratchet, ghetto. Slay, to perform well. You got to perform well. I forgot to add that. But if you slay something, like you're doing an excellent job. Hella, very. Turn up, party. No cap, no lie. Salty, bitter, angry, or jealous. Lit, very fun. This party is lit. Or litty. I've also heard litty before. Bae, term of endearment, means baby. Like romantic partner, baby. Woo chow, which some people, again, if you don't read AAVE correctly, there was this joke on the internet that somebody thought this was like woo chile. Oh, but it's woo chow. Woo chow. And it's used to express surprise, shock, or disapproval. So woo chow, that girl who said woo chile was way off. Straight up. Throwing shade or shady, being rude towards someone, reading someone, which reading someone is also a term that I don't have in my PowerPoint, but if you give someone a read or read somebody, you're reading them for filth, you're telling them about themselves, telling them all the negative, bad things about themselves. Dog or dog depends on the context. This can mean a friend, like, yo, that's my dog, or this can mean a player. So like, all men are dogs, you know, which I don't believe, but I'm just saying a phrase that's common, you know. Oh, you know, your boyfriend's a dog, that guy over there's a dog, he's a total dog. So it can be good or bad. Playa is short for player, and a player is a man who cheats and tricks women often. Or has just sleeps around a lot, very promiscuous, has a lot of women. Bruh is really, it's a sign of disbelief. Like, I don't know, if you told me something ridiculous, like, I don't know, I can't think of an example right now, but bruh is like, really though? Bruh. Crib is a house, a place, or a room. So, you know, we're chilling at the crib. We're chilling in the house, my place, or my room. Period! We're on period. And this is used to make a strong statement. So like if I say, I'm not going to that party, period, is, you're saying very firmly that you don't want to do it. Fam, short for family or close friends. The crew, the squad, friends, again. Boy, bye. Girl, bye. This expresses major disapproval. Like if somebody says something you don't like or you just don't approve of what they're doing or what they're saying, you'll say like, boy, bye. Girl, bye. Like, get out of here. Nah is no. You tripping. You're bothering me. You're acting strange and I disapprove of your behavior. They got me tight. They have me upset, angry, and bothered. Woke or conscious. This means you're consciously aware of social inequities, usually in reference to racism or sexism or other isms or phobias. Woke simply means somebody that, is well educated and studied in social justice issues and is aware that things are unequal in the world. And someone who's not woke is not aware of those things. Hello, sorry, I got cut off, but we'll continue. So, like I was saying, woke or conscious means being aware of social inequities. Jacked up means messed up. That's jacked up. I'll jack you up is I'm gonna fight you or beat you up. Jack up the price means to raise the price. Ugh, they jacked the price. That's whack. Ghetto is broken, broke down, does not work, bad, low, or cheap. There is a taboo and controversy of the term ghetto. It is very important not to use this word. It's considered pejorative and is often used to insult Black and African American people as a whole. Ghettos are places where racial or ethnic groups of the same people live. However, ghetto is also used as an adjective to describe people and objects in a negative way. Ghetto is also used as a way to look down upon Black people and African Americans as broken and low-class people. Never refer to a person as ghetto. Also do not refer to objects as ghetto because there is a lot of negative and racial connotations to that word. It isn't appropriate to use that word to describe anything or anyone. Only certain people who understand its full meaning can use it. Some people reclaim and embrace the term ghetto and are proud of where they come from, whether it be the ghetto or their hood, because it's their roots. Some people also are proud of their ghetto style, which is referring to an aesthetic that may be loud, colorful, big, and brash, aka really big eyelashes, really long nails, really bright, loud colors, extra stuff on clothing. Some people see the style as tacky and cheap, and for those who do not like it and look down upon it, they will use ghetto as a pejorative, even though those same fashions will be honored in, fashion shows by people who are non-Black. So that's, an appropriation problem. Phrases. You gonna learn today. You're gonna learn today. This is a threat. If somebody says this to you, you're in trouble. Wilding out, acting in a wild way, causing trouble. Double negatives. This is when it's okay, like in AAVE, to use double negatives, and it means the positive. Don't do nothing about it. Don't do anything about it. We can't go to the show tonight. We can't go to any show tonight. You ain't talking to nobody. You aren't talking to anybody. Done. I done got to tell you something. I have to tell you something. I done got played. I got tricked. You done it now. You have done it now. You have messed up. Omission of the verb to be. He fat. He is fat. She's strong. She is strong. That girl pretty. That girl is pretty. B. He be talking way too much. He is talking way too much. She be wildin'. She is wildin' out. I'm gonna be working in the morning. I will be working in the morning. Been. I've been told her not to go over there. I have told her not to go over there. She been told you she ain't want you. She has told you that she doesn't want you. We've been done a project. We have done our project. Well, I'm sorry, this isn't this is like from had. What had happened was she told me not to go yesterday. What had happened was she told me not to go yesterday. It's actually sometimes it's hard to like go back and forth from AAVE to standard American English, and below it should just be what happened was, not what had happened was. But in AAVE, it's what had happened was. So that was my mistake. I need to change that below. What happened was they never let me in the party. What happened was I seen him over there with that other girl. What happened was I had seen him over there with the other girl. Seent. I have seen. Seent. I seen it yesterday. He was talking to your girl. I saw it yesterday. He was talking to your girl. You're telling me she seen him at the festival last night? You're telling me that she saw him at the festival last night? I never seen nobody do nothing wrong. I have never seen anyone do anything wrong. Wit is with. Are you playing with me? Are you messing with me? Play with me one more time, find out. Play with me one more time and find out. What you gonna do with that? What are you gonna do with that? There is so much more. There are so many more terms not covered in this PowerPoint. I have no terms that include profane language, but be aware that there are many and that they exist. There is also a necessity for a particular tone, stress, and intonation for speaking AAVE properly. It's not enough just to say the words. They must be said a certain way. This PowerPoint was for academic purposes only. I'm not the best speaker of AAVE, but I gave it my best effort. Things to remember. Remember that many people have varying feelings about the use of AAVE. Just be respectful no matter what dialect of English someone speaks. There are people who are bilingual and speak both. Never assume that when meeting an AAVE speaker that they cannot speak standard American English. Some can, some choose not to, and some cannot. AAVE is a valid and legitimate dialect of English, even if some other people feel otherwise. The end. I really hope that this video was helpful for you to understand how some people speak AAVE English dialect, and I hope that this brought some knowledge and some understanding. Thank you.